Yo, what's going on? We are back for our recap of the haves and the have nots. And this show is entitled I Am Wolf. And today our show started out with Candace and Erica in the car. They were camping out, trying to catch Oscar. And they pretty much caught Oscar. But what Candace didn't know is that David hired Oscar to set her up. And so it all clicked. And this show should have been called The Unveil because a lot of things unveiled and crept up on us, you know? And so Candace was sitting in the car with her girlfriend, and then David pulled up after Oscar had gone in the building. So Candace was like, ding, 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 ding. It all clicked. She was like, this is the motherfucker who sent me for Oscar. And then Erica is in the driver's seat, and she's like, I know he used to do nice stuff for you, but what has he done for you lately? She said, you want me to go in there and get him? And then Candace was like, well, hold on, girl. Don't go in there and get him. We got to think about this strategically. We got to get these boys. So then who pops up in a window? Mitch, running his damn mouth. I'll help. I'll help. I helped Harriet Tubman with the Underground Railroad. You don't know about me. I'm ride or die. Me and my family. I'll help. And Candace is like, stop it. And then when he just started talking again, he's like, because I'm the one who set up war. And Candace looked at him out of her peripheral vision. She said, you did what? He said, I set up war for you. Because I want some more of that sweet tea of yearns. And I saw him taking it. Like he just didn't have no parents, honey. Like he was just raised by a pack of wolves in the street. He took it when you was on that fence. I was there, I saw it. So Candace was like, you had wars set up? And do you realize that he can kill me by osmosis? Like he could kill me subliminally. He could kill me like telepathically. He could kill me from behind jail, Mitch. And he's like, but nah, that's okay, because I planted drugs on him, and all the money is gone, and he ain't ever gonna get out. Like, he ain't got one phone call to make and say, kill this bitch. So, anyway, poor Mitch. He just don't get it. He just don't, I bet he says LMNOP instead of LMNOP. LMNOP, some, that's the little short bus. Okay, so poor Mitch. He just don't get it. He doesn't get it. So she was like, Mitch, okay, so just do something. He was like, I want to help. So then when they saw Oscar, Mitch was like, I'll help with him. And then Candace was like, Mitch, go. Will you go to the damn store and go get some Cheerios? Can you? I need some Cheerios, Mitch. Yeah, okay, I'll go get you some Cheerios. Then that's how she got rid of Mitch's ass, because he would do anything for some sweet tea. So anyway, if you know what I mean, Candace. And Candace is like, honey, you and I will never be. And so now War is in jail with Jim Cryer. OMG. The judge who actually, it's just too much. So you have War in jail with Jim Cryer. So Jim Cryer saw, he wouldn't even look at War. He wouldn't even piss in a cup and throw the fluids on War. So Jim is just like, just like when Anita Baker used to be in her trance on her first album, Sweet Love, and you'd be like, Anita, sweet love, hey Anita, don't you ever, just in a trance. He was in, So War was trying to talk to him, and he was like, I don't put you in my coffee, and if I did, I wouldn't stir it. And so War just kept trying to talk to him. So then, anyway, when Jim's best friend came and told him, like, your son is alive, then he started talking to War because he had bigger fish to fry. Right. Who paid their cable bill when they're about to get evicted? Jim was not worried about that little petty shit. Whatever you in here for, this little traffic ticket, honey. I don't care. You could have ran over an alligator in Orlando. I don't care. My son is dead. That's what I care about. But when David came to tell Jim Cryer his son was still alive, now I put you in my coffee. What is this? Oh, it's almond nut cream. I love almond nut cream. Excuse me. It's hot. So anyway, then Jim started talking to War, and he said, "Oh, I know you, Pumpkin Lamb." He said War's whole name. I didn't even know War's whole name. He was like Warlock Holmes, the first, second, and third. You were born October 9th, 1970, and I was like, "What the fuck?" He was like, oh yeah, oh I know you, and I know your mama too, right, honey? I used to give her water in the woods, honey. She's a wolf. You okay? What is the name of this? I am wolf pumpkin lambs. So he was like, your mama used to be a wolf, and your grandmama was a wolf, and come to find out, his grandmother is a wolf because his grandmother was selling heroin. I'm talking about War's grandmother was selling heroin when he was a child, and the police started circling around, and she forgot. Oh, that coffee was hot. She forgot that he had heroin in his school book bag, so she threw his ass in a dumpster, just like they did in Empire. Threw the baby in the trash, pumpkin, and then so War he stayed in the dumpster with the book bag for 8 hours until the man was about to unleash the dumpster, and War was like, "Hold up!" And then that's how they found out War was in the dumpster because they was about to dump War's ass. He was about to die. So then Jim Cryer found out he had a heart. He must have went to the wizard. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. So Jim Cryer is all crying and shit in his little corner after he wouldn't even look at War through his peripheral vision. Now he crying for him. He was like, your grandmother did that. I'm so sorry. That's like real messed up. And then so anyway, War was like, don't be crying for me and all this and da 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 da. So and he was like, we need to come to an agreement. And so keep talking. You know, the more you talk, honey, the smarter I get. So Jim Cryer was like, yeah, that little bitch. She worked me over talking about Candace. She worked me over for $7.4 million. And War said she did what? Because she told me it was only 400,000. And I don't say LMNOP. I say LMNOP. So he was like, Candace did what? And then he said, then it was 2 million, and then it was 4 million, and come to find out it's 7.4 million. Oh yeah, we're gonna lift this bitch head up before we split it, right? OMG. So Ward was pissed at this point. It was just like a bad Bob Mackie dress. It was horrible. So let's just skip this jail scene. It was just too much because we're gonna come back to that because now they're gonna get Candace. They are about to cook this bitch's goose with a cigarette lighter. Have you ever had your goose cooked with a cigarette lighter? Do you know how long it takes to cook goose with a cigarette lighter? You have to keep poking it in and taking it out and cooking it. Poking it in, taking it out and cooking it. Poking it in. Child, it's going to take, they are going to cook this bitch's goose with a cigarette lighter. But before they do cook her goose, I really do pray every night before I go to sleep. I pray for world peace, and I also pray that Candace gets her neighbor before these last 3 episodes is up. I have a bag of Cheetos that is waiting in my cupboard. I don't even eat flaming hot Cheetos, but you will see when I do the recap, I'm going to wipe those Cheetos on these pants. I want Candace to snatch her neighbor's ass. Because that's what you get for watching my house 24 hours a day, Pumpkin Lamb. You need your ass snatched. Okay, moving on. Let's go to Shirley Caesar, who is Hannah. She's in the hospital, and then it's just so much with Hannah. She needs to go home this season, too. It's just too much. And they won't, clearly Hannah's going to do the braid. They're going to lock up. Hannah's braids are going to lock up. When she takes a shower and water gets to those braids, she's just living in a fast car. I get a horse and you get a train and maybe we can go riding. Right, she's going to turn into Tracy Chapman, but didn't Hannah start speaking authentic slave language when she was talking to Jeffrey? She was like, I just wanted to pray when your mama was talking to you like that. I just didn't know why Harriet didn't make one more run and get us all. Why she didn't get us all. I don't know, Jeffrey, I don't know. And the next time your mama's talk to you like that, I want you to pray, Jeffrey. You promised me you pray. You look in my slave eyes right now and Miss Tracy Chapman here and you tell me you gonna pray, Jeffrey. Baby, every time Hannah comes on, I hear the music from The Color Purple. Not just any music. The part when they were about to do the African ritual to the children. and they was holding it. Right, every time, Hannah. Now you are going to take those braids out and get the Missy Elliott finger wave. Just do something else. Humor me? You gonna humor me? So anyway, so she was talking to Jeffrey. So then she pushed Jeffrey down the flight of imaginary stairs because she ain't thinking about his ass anyway. She's like, "Where is my grandchild?" So she's walking past the little playroom in the hospital and happened to see her grandchild. Now, if you think that she was talking like a slave to Jeffrey, she just started speaking Swahili by the time she saw her grandchild. She was like, "Oh, look at my mama! And so the nurse was looking at her because the child started speaking. He was like, "Coca mama, coca mama," and then so the nurse was like, "What the fuck are they talking about?" I said, "Honey, it's Swahili, child. You don't know that." So anyway, so the nurse was so anyway, she was like, "You see how this child respond to me? We both speak Swahili. So can he go with me?" And the nurse was like, "Mm-mm. He about to sit his little ass back down here and play with these trucks before I call security on your ass." And so she was like, "But I speak Swahili." And so the nurse was like, "Bitch, I don't care. You are gonna go over here, and this little baby's gonna go over here, and we gonna find his mother." So then Hannah went around the corner and she put out her old cell phone, honey. That cell phone, I don't even know who carries that service, but anyway. She put out that old cell phone so she can call Candace and tell him to come get this child. It's just too much. And so then, who's fighting? David and Benny are fighting. David took a gun to Benny. It's just, I don't know where we're going to, it's just too much to deal with. Like, okay, I'm going to just say, we have to go because this is like at 12 minutes and I don't want to talk your ear off. But I am waiting to eat my Cheetos, my flaming hot, even though I eat cheddar. But when Candace snatched that neighbor's ass, I'm gonna wipe my hand like that. That's all I'm gonna say on these pants, okay? I might do it live just to show you people. I am not messing around with this. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like the video. Also, spread it out to your friends. Email it to your friends and put it on Facebook and your social medias. And I appreciate you so much. Big, what do you call that? Cyber hug? But don't be doing no freaky stuff like pinching on me and cybering all on my everything and stuff like that. Just give me a cyber hug. I love you and I'll see you next time on Mario Ramone Recap. Peace.